prophetic realm is a realm which, if you don't walk in, you will never understand what is going on. They see things normal people don't see. They hear things normal people don't hear.
And took me to heaven. He told me one statement. He said, we have 7 prophets on earth.
God richly bless you and protect you from anything that is going to harm you. I'm not against the prophetic ministry. I am not against it. But let the Bible speak for itself. For all of us to also be liars. Because it's the Bible that we believe in. We don't believe in anything apart from the Bible. Your thoughts, your memory, your visions, anything that you've been seeing in your consciousness belongs to you. But we are depending on the Bible. We know that it's faith above everything else. I'm going to let you understand that it's high time that if you're a Christian, you develop the spirit of reading the Bible. You develop the spirit of knowing who you are in Christ. The Bible has strictly made us understand, according to the book of Hebrews chapter 1 verse 1. Here I read. The Bible makes us understand that long ago, at many times and in many ways, God spoke to our forefathers by the prophets. But in these last days, He has spoken to us by His Son, whom He has appointed the head of all things, through whom also He created the world. The Bible has spoken by itself, and we can't contradict the Bible. It's very plain and very understandable, and a lot of people don't get this. The Bible makes us understand that in the olden days, God spoke to us through our ancestors. In the olden days, I repeat, He has spoken to us. But in this end time, He has spoken to us through Jesus Christ, in whom He created everything in this world. So if you're a Christian, you are watching me, why are you putting your faith in a prophet, a so-called prophet? The truth really hurts, and a lot of people are thinking that I'm against prophet. But it's high time you be very careful about your own salvation and your own self. That's why a lot of people are depending on prophets, and they are giving their destinies, their words to them. And the prophets are also finding ways and means to give them solution. Every solution is in Christ. You have to get this. That's why a lot of prophets are using their psychological thinking, are making creams, are making banners, are making stickers for people who truly don't know who they are in the Christendom, are buying it in the name of letting those called prophets getting money to enrich their own selves. And it's very pathetic. And a lot of people who call themselves pastors are endorsing those called prophets. Don't be confused that any person that says that is a prophet and says something that comes true, don't be confused that that person is getting all those information from God. We have fallen angels, fallen entities who knows what will happen. And you have to understand that anything that happened physically has already happened in the spiritual realm. So those entities know what they will tell those called prophets for them to know what they are going, so that you will believe them. And anything that they tell you to come and do, you do it with anything that they tell you to come and do, you do it rashly because you think they are from God. I'm going to show you a quick video from Rev Eastwood Anaba. He shockingly said this about prophetic ministry. Let's listen to what he said quickly in this video.
The prophetic realm is a realm which, if you don't walk in, you will never understand what is going on. They see things normal people don't see. They hear things normal people don't hear. That is why you don't hear me attack prophets. I don't, because you know what, people, it's a realm you will never understand. If you are not there, they see things and the things are real. I don't go into the business and the matters of apostles and prophets and pastors and evangelists and teachers. No. I just know my lane and I walk in my lane. Uebert in the lane. Uebert in the lane. I'm sure some of you, if Agabus was in the Old Testament, where he took a belt and tied his hand and said, the owner of this belt, so shall the Jews do to the owner of this belt in Jerusalem. You would have said it's Old Testament. I know people say, oh, but some of the things the prophets are doing is not in the New Testament. I'm like, there are some of the things Jesus did which are worse. No. Some of the things Jesus did, if he hadn't done it, if he was not the one who did it, and you are a pastor and you do it today, your ministry is over, like changing water into wine. your first miracle from water to bubra. No, Mìnistry. And I know some pastors who say that wine was not intoxicating. Number one, were you there? Number two, why did the MC say it's better than the other one?
I know you finished watching what Rev Eastwood Anaba said. He has said a lot of things that the prophetic people see a lot of things. I'm not against what he's saying, but we have to understand that any person who has accepted Christ, that's your last stop. That's when a lot of people say they are prophets, they've seen visions, they are listening to God, God is talking to them straight. That's what has led Christianity has been prayed. And a lot of people are looking down upon us. Christianity is not about what you've seen in the spirit, what you are hearing in the spirit. Christianity is all about believing in Christ. That's the most important thing. Immediately you give that power to another person that is a prophet and he should tell you certain things about your life, that person can rule your salvation. That person can let you know that you are nobody. That person will be a Lord over you. Let Christ to be over you. Don't let any human being to be Lord over you. Some people will say we have to believe in the prophet so that we can. Believing in the prophet, you have to understand that you are a prophet yourself. And God has promised that He's going to give us everything that we need as human beings that we believe in the water baptism and the Spirit's gospel. You have to be very careful. Please and please be very careful. God will never allow any cases, any sickness, any diseases come upon you. Have faith in Christ. Don't have faith in a mortal being, because human beings will disappoint you. Human beings will try to let you know that you are nobody, but He is the supreme over you. Prophet Uebert Angel shockingly said people should be very careful about so-called prophets. Let's listen to him also whilst he speaks quickly.
And took me to heaven. He told me one statement. He said, we have 7 prophets on earth. Yes. Yeah. In Zimbabwe alone, you have more than 200 now. He said we are only 7. And now I know 5. I don't know the other 2. 7. I was given the names of the 2. I have not met them. Now, imagine how many people call themselves prophets. It says he made some. That word some has a lot of connotation. It means there is a selection. It also means a few number. He made some to be. Now, because teachers are being dropped on us like a conveyor belt from the seminary.
A lot of men of God are challenging themselves. Look at the population that we have on this planet Earth. About 7 billion people in this world. How can a man who calls himself a prophet says that we have only 7 prophets in the world? It's very pathetic. Please be very careful. The Bible has made us understand that the devil came to steal, destroy, and kill. So be very careful about those called prophets. They want your soul.